I know y'all ain't gonna like what I'm about to say, but like I said, I just get them. I don't create the information. I just get it. But I know y'all ain't gonna like. Mostly females, y'all gonna hate what I'm about to say. Cause I went to sleep earlier, right? And it's been raining because the rain put me out. That's why I'm up right now. Alright, so let me just break this down real quick. When the wave was traveling across the universe after the divine energy came into the ether, and after the coalesce was happening, the wave was slowing down, and the light had the opportunity to instill itself or insert itself into that object so that object can become real. When it became real, it was endowed with a lot of information. This is why the woman can speak life. This is why people get strong and strength off their woman. This is why the power of the woo energy, literally can woo people. You know what I'm saying? Like the woman itself, literally, she is magic in her incarnate. So the woman is majority of the time not aware that she has all of this power. This is the reason why that energy can be used to pit against situations. Her being so weak, but also so powerful in the same right. So the woman comes here with all her divine magic. All right? That's a fact. The woman comes to earth with all her divine magic, but then she starts making choices based off how she feels. And that starts to damage her power. Now, there's not going to be a woman chosen one. They made the movie with the golden child, and y'all thought that was a bald headed little boy. No, that was a woman. There's not a such thing as a chosen one woman. And the reason why this is a reality is because the light had to follow the coalesced. And when the light finally inserted itself inside that coalesced piece of material, so that material will become real, it took eons and eons for that material to give birth to that light. It just kept replicating itself until it got to a comfortable space to where the replication can solidify creation. That would be the physical skin woman today. So until she was ready to give birth to the actual light that gave her life, you understand what I'm saying? So with her being endowed with all the universal power, that's the aspect of Pisces. She doesn't have to be chosen. Divine's not gonna give her both. You know what I'm saying? It don't work like that. And chosen is the remembrance. The people who are chosen by the divine are the remembrance of the true direction of light. It's something that's non-combative. It's something that's built on the inside naturally. That it's a frequency that's housed inside that light that gave life to that primordial deity eons ago. It's a certain information that's housed in that light that's undeniable. It's the undeniable retrospect of ever turning against the creator. And that had to be put in the opposite of what has all the knowledge. That's why. So whether people want to look at it in certain ways or not, I'm sorry. I'm actually not sorry. I know that sounds bad because everybody's like, you're chosen and you're chosen and you're chosen too. No, it don't work like that. Just like y'all want to give everybody lollipops coming out the doctor's office. It don't work like that. The only thing that can be chosen is a man. And that man, the reason why he's so broken down and let down and pushed down in so many different aspects is because eventually all those aspects are not going to mean nothing. And the original man is going to stand on divine pretense, because that'll be the only platform unshaken to a man. So that's the reality. I don't make this up. I'm just pointing out what I got. You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting there watching something. It ain't got nothing to do with nothing. But I'm like, wow, divine, that's deep. And divine, like, yeah, I gave them. And then even the ones on the highest scale of femininity, and they have their divine understanding and they know what to do with it, they still innately speak division. So whether or not it's harmless or you think it's careless coming out of your face, you don't get to do that. Just because you have some knowledge of divinity, you don't get to speak nothing indifferent. Especially when I give you the power of speaking life and bringing creation to a strength. That is a power in itself for women to have, and you do nothing with it. Y'all look down upon people. Y'all are turning y'all face up. And I'm not criticizing women right now. I'm just saying what I know to be true. So if divine gave you the power to speak life in all creations and to empower your contrast, divine gave a woman power to empower her contrast. But instead of her using that power to collectively bring everything together, she wants to bring division by what didn't go right in her circumstance. That's not an almighty situation, because almighty doesn't deal in the emotional retrospect of people. The almighty doesn't deal in the failures that you want for yourself, other than the fact that you're doing what you're told. You know what I'm saying? So if you can't align up with your bodily functions telling you and showing you what's supposed to be first, second, and third, and who you should give life to and how you supposed to stand, but then you feel these energies and automatically you get in your head, I ain't doing that, so combative. Well, that's why you're in the energy of that. So as much as y'all don't want to hear what I have to say, it's the truth. There's not a female chosen one. The chosen one will be within the group of men that exist on this earth, and that's only because that was the first sacrifice. So the direction sacrificed is existence. Think about it. You got a piece of light traveling across the universe, pushing a wave. And all of a sudden, before that light get to stop and say, hey, let's have coffee. We're billions and billions of light years away from the source now. Hey, let's take a breath. Like, before that even happened, you know what I'm saying? Like, that piece of light inserted itself inside that object. And that object became real. Thus, that piece of light sacrificing itself for that purpose. You understand what I'm saying? So now, as inserting itself into that object became a being. Okay? And that being had to dilute down until it was able to acclimate to the electrical frequencies that was inside it that gave it a consciousness. So after it started making contracts with his fingers, his knee joints, his legs, his elbows, his forearms, chest, all that, after it made contracts with its existence and it was able to become a being, it started working on creation after that. So this took a long time. It took a long time, but divine made sure that you would be able to handle it. So knowing that power that you was given in the very beginning would probably drive you mad, because it's nothing else out there. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you're a creation, one of the first. And because you were one of the first creations, you didn't have no, what they like to call, training wheels. You just got hit with that light and you had to go, and we waited on you to give birth. You know what I'm saying? To the right processes. Not replication, birth, something different. So yeah, there's not a woman chosen one. You always have women that have high levels of divine energy, okay? But to be chosen is the representation of the light. So that's what this time is. And this is why they showed you the Germany pictures of everybody in Germany at the time had halos and everybody was rising and all that. Yeah, you can rise. You can rise. Everybody can rise. But the chosen ones are the ones who set precedent and direction behind the set precedent and direction behind the direct. So that's the direct light. We are reborn into flesh. Now we can speak from that perspective. NAGA the wise.